Hello there. I am making this tutorial to just show you around some uh, features of the WordPress that you're going to be using near the end of the class. I might remember everything. We'll see. I am on Katie Weed's site right now. As you can see, she left it pretty simple. Recent posts, archives, categories, such and such. One of the things you'll need to do is to make a page on your site that will collect all of the posts with a certain category. So I'll show you what that means. I'm going to go up to dashboard. I'm going to go to, well, let's start here. I'm going to go to categories. These are the categories you start with on the site as I set it up for you. The author statement is going to get its own page. The web text is going to get its own page. So you'll be doing those later on. You can do them right now if you want. They just won't have anything in them. So here's the way to do that. You go down on the left to Appearance, and then you click on Menus. And then you wait. A lot of things are under Appearance that it seems like are much more structural than that, but they really mean like how things are structured. So right now there's nothing in the main menu. That's why it's just Home as you see it. Here you may have a list of posts that you could pick to make something out of. These are the titles of the individual post, and if you clicked on that, you could create a page entirely out of that when people click on it. But what we're interested, you could also have custom links in your menu. I may have shown you this part already. So if you wanted the Purdue Online Writing Lab, you can provide the URL and the text, and it would appear in the menu at the top. But for this, you're going to click on Categories. It'll say Most Used. That won't be useful because they probably haven't used any of them yet. And so View All, and then you could click on Authors. Tell you what, I'm going to click on all of them. Author statement, web text, and maybe I want a page just for extension projects. I want to isolate those so that you can see them. It won't let me yet because there's no menu yet. So let's create a menu. Menu name, how about menu 1? Creating a menu. Okay, now there's some place to put this stuff. Display location, it'll automatically go to whatever the primary one is. Some themes will allow you to have multiple menu spaces. You can play around with that. The standard one's usually fine. So let's do one for web text, one for author statement, one for extensions. We're going to add all these to menu. You can drag them into another order if you like. They'll usually appear left to right as it goes down, but you can move them pretty easily. If you want to change the name that it appears as, maybe I want to call it Web Text Archive, then that's what it'll say instead. Maybe instead of author statement, I want to say Meet the Authors. And then Save Menu. You got to save menu. And let's see how that looks. I'm going to open this in a new tab. Oh no, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? It's possible. Display location, primary menu. Let's try that. Aha! There we go. So, as you can see, I've now created 3 different pages. Click on the web text one. It's empty. No posts have been created that are tagged that way. Click on the extensions one. All of the posts that are categorized with extensions appear here, and that's all that appears here. Doing things this way, oh, that's cool, allows you to create pages out of anything, pretty much. And they'll appear this way. So when you get to the Meet the Authors, each student's going to create an autobiographical author statement, which is basically a portfolio essay, which they'll tag, and then it will appear here. you can go in and reorder them in alphabetical order if you want, or you can just leave them as they appear. So that'll be gathered there. When they're turning in the web text, which will be a little blurb with a link to their web text, they'll do it here as well. That's the main structural thing there that you need to do. The other thing that I wanted to show you, you know about themes, you know about customizing themes. Plugins is probably worth looking at. If you haven't already, plugins are really useful. Advanced settings has some nice things that'll help with organizing content, allows different ways for users to interact with the sites. It allows students to make lists and columns and things like that. It's quite useful for manipulating the interface without having to do any code. Contact form doesn't matter. You can add things on the sidebar. You can build in media in different ways. Easy tables they may well use if they want to display data. In fact, that's a really nice reason to use this one. She's been using columns. That's awesome. Publication manager. I haven't used that one before, but it probably is a nice way to display certain text. Jetpack is the most powerful one. It has a whole bunch of tools within it. Students are going to need to sign up for a account through wordpress.com to use it, but it's free. So you can point them toward that. Just make sure to point them to the plugins in general, which is under plugins, because it offers them a lot more choices in how they work. And the thing to do is just to click on documentation when you're looking at one, and it'll take you to a page where you can see the kinds of things that you can do with it. Often it'll have tutorials and sometimes even images on how to use it. In this one, I've used it in 513 class to make it so that only small previews of each post appear instead of the full post, and you have to click through it to get there. So lots of little things to play around with. I think that's all I'm going to show you for right now. Send me emails or just come ask me if there are things you really want to know how to do, and I will make another video for you. But in the meantime, I hope this helps clear some stuff up. I'll talk to you later.